Hello, I'm Yuliandari. On this video, I will introduce matrices.
Yuliandari. Pada kesempatan video kali ini, saya akan mengenalkan tentang matriks.
In the learning video this time, I will use a magnetic board, cardboard, which we will cut into a rectangular shape.
Kemudian kertas karton yang nanti akan kita gunting menjadi bentuk
In this
persegi
rectangular
panjang.
shape, we will punch a
Pada
hole in the
bentuk
back
persegi
and then
panjang
we
ini
will
nanti
attach a magnet.
Pada bagian belakang kita lubangi, kemudian nanti akan kita tempelkan
Besides that,
magnet.
here I will use buttons that will later be attached to the cardboard that was cut earlier. It is to form braille numbers. Then we also use straws.
Nanti akan ditempel pada karton yang sudah dipotong tadi untuk membentuk huruf braille seperti ini. Kemudian kita juga menggunakan sedotan. Nah, sedotan ini nanti akan kita bentuk sebagai kurung dalam lambang matriks.
We will shape these straws later as brackets in the matrix symbol. Next, we will introduce matrices. We often encounter it in everyday life. As an example of story problems in everyday life,
Contoh pada kehidupan sehari-hari yaitu soal-soal cerita.
we can write in rows and column. In first row, first column is name. In the first row, second column is apple. In the first row, third column is grape. In the first row, fourth column is orange. In the second row, first column is honey. In the second row, second column is 1 kilograms. In second row, third column is 2 kilograms. In the second row, fourth column is 4 kilograms. In the third row, first column is adik. In the third row, second column is 3 kilograms. In the third rows and third column is 2 kilograms. In the third row, fourth column is 5 kilograms. And the last, in the fourth rows, first column is ara. In the fourth rows, second column is 6 kilograms. In the fourth rows, third column is 1 kilograms. And the fourth row and fourth column is 7 kilograms.
Nilai-nilai bilangan dari
From the problem of the story, we can put it in a simple form as in what has been written. We will take the values or numbers from the data, namely the numbers 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 5, and 6, 1, 7. What we will write or stick on the magnetic board. We paste the number 1 in braille here, then the number 2, then the number 4, then the number 3, the number 2, then the number 5, the number 6, the number 1, and the number 7. These numbers are in accordance with the above problems.
1 dan angka 7. Angka-angka ini sudah sesuai.
Then we will give these numbers in brackets which are on the left side and are on the right side. Now the symbol is what we call the matrix. That is, there is an arrangement of numbers consisting of several digits.
Sisi kanan. Nah, lambang inilah nanti yang kita sebut matriks. Yaitu ini ada susunan.
We will mention what elements are in the matrix. We know that the numbers line up from 1 to 4. These are the numbers that line up horizontally, while the numbers 1, 3, 6 are numbers arranged vertically. We call all numbers arranged horizontally as rows. Then we call numbers arranged vertically as columns.
Ini adalah bilangan-bilangan yang tersusun secara horizontal. Sedangkan angka 1, 3, 6.
Then for naming a matrix, we usually write it using capital letters. For the matrix that we have created again, for example, we will give the name matrix A. The symbol for this is matrix A. Because the matrix is composed of rows and columns, we can see from the matrix that we created earlier that there are 3 rows then 3 columns.
Sebuah matriks biasanya kita tuliskan dengan menggunakan
We can write that matrix A has the order 3 times 3.
kita buat
Order of matrix A is 3 times 3.
memberikan nama matriks A. Seperti ini lambangnya. Ini adalah matriks A. Kemudian Pengenalan
The
matrik
3 in front of indicate the number of rows. The number 3 behind indicates the number of columns.
Matriks yang sudah kita buat tadi, kita lihat bahwa banyaknya baris itu ada 3, kemudian banyaknya kolom ada 3. Kita bisa menuliskan bahwa matriks A
After we know the order of a matrix, we can show the numbers contained in the matrix.
Ordo matriks A 3 kali 3. 3 yang di depan ini menunjukkan banyaknya baris. 3 yang di belakang menunjukkan banyaknya kolom. Setelah kita mengetahui ordo dari suatu matriks, kita bisa menunjukkan bilangan-bilangan yang terdapat pada matriks. Nah, bilangan-bilangan yang terdapat pada matriks sering kita menamakan dengan unsur atau elemen. Ini bilangan-bilangan yang pada matriks. Ini namanya unsur atau elemen. Unsur atau elemen pada matriks itu bisa kita mengetahui letaknya berdasarkan di mana elemen atau unsur tadi.
We often call the numbers in the matrix the elements in the matrix. We can find out their location based on where the elements were, in what row and in what column. For example, we can show that there are two numbers 1. Then the first number 1 is located in row 1, column 1. The second number 1 is located in the third row, second column.
Baris ketiga, kolom kedua. Selanjutnya kita juga bisa menentukan letak.
Furthermore, we can also determine the location of the number 7. Where is it? Place of the number 7 is in the third row, third column. Besides that, we can also determine how many elements or elements are in the matrix. Because the matrix that we created earlier consists of 3 rows and 3 columns, we can calculate the number of elements by multiplying the number of rows with the number of columns, so that the number of matrix elements A equals 9.
Banyaknya unsur kita bisa menghitung dengan mengalikan banyak baris dikalikan dengan banyak kolom, sehingga banyak elemen matriks A sama dengan 9.
That is the result of multiplying rows with columns. Let's continue that earlier we learned matrices with order 3 times 3, which means we will later make matrices other than order 3 times 3. Let's take an example.
Berarti kita nanti akan membuat matriks selain ordo 3 kali 3. Kita ambil contoh, misalkan kita mau membuat matriks.
Suppose we want to make a matrix with many rows of 3 and many columns of 2. We see here that matrix A has 3 rows and the number of columns is 2. So this matrix has the order 3 times 2.
Mempunyai baris banyaknya 3 dan kolom banyaknya.
We can mention element 7 in the matrix, which is located in row 3 and column 2. So element 7 is in row 3 and column 2.
Menyebutkan elemen 7 pada matriks, yaitu terletak pada baris.
Then we can also say how many elements are in the matrix, because there are 3 rows and 2 columns, so there are 6 elements.
Dan kolom 2. Kemudian kita juga bisa menyebutkan berapa banyaknya elemen pada matriks. Karena jumlah barisnya ada 3 dan jumlah kolom ada 2, maka banyak elemen ada 6.
This is a matrix of order 3 times 2. We can also make another matrix of order 2 times 3, meaning this matrix will have 2 rows and 3 columns. We will create the matrix. This is a matrix 2 times 3 matrix. Because it has 2 rows and 3 columns, so that the number of elements in this matrix multiplied by the number of rows and the number of columns equals 2 times 3 equals 6. What about the location of each element?
Sehingga banyaknya elemen pada matriks ini perkalian dari banyaknya baris dan banyaknya kolom. sama dengan 2 kali 3, yaitu 6. Bagaimana dengan letak masing-masing?
We can take the number 3. The number 3 is located in the second row of the second column. It means 3 is in the second row and second column.
Kedua, berarti 3 itu pada baris kedua dan kolom kedua. Demikian pengenalan matriks kali ini. Mudah-mudahan pengenalan matriks yang
Okay, that is the introduction of the matrix this time. Hopefully, the introduction of the matrix that I have provided is useful, and students can find it is fun to learn matrix. Thank you.
video